Okay, I feel like we just got together. Doing it again? Third time in, what, 8 weeks
How
or something?
lucky are we?
Not in Phoenix, but yeah. Welcome. Thank you all for taking the time today to be here, and thank you to everybody who's watching online. It's a special moment. You know, I think that franchises go through special moments, and this is one for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's crucial, no matter what, that you can find your quarterback for the future, for the present and the future, and to have that person be as sterling a character and as passionate about his craft and as dedicated as this young 24-year-old is remarkable. And it takes a lot to get to that. I don't ever underestimate the personal qualities or the talent qualities of somebody who has what Jalen has. It's rare and it's not easy. I at the league meetings just a few weeks ago when we got together, I told you I was sure we were going to be working with Jalen for a long, long time. And I want to thank Howie and his staff, Nicole and her staff. These kind of things get done because of so many people in the building. It's not just Howie, it's not just Nicole, but it's a whole range of people. And the success of us and any franchise, any business, is the people in the building. And, you know, I never lose sight of that. And this is a great example. It's a team that comes together here. It's also, you've heard me say this over and over as the owner of the team, that you look at the head coach, the general manager, and the quarterback as your cornerstones. And if you can find the right combination for all three, your present and your future is just incredibly exciting. And I think we certainly have all that now and going forward in the future. Today is I can only imagine what an exciting day for Jalen and his family. It's unbelievable. But it's also an incredibly exciting day for the Philadelphia Eagles and our culture and our fans, and with what we have to look forward to. It's remarkable that somebody can combine the talent that Jalen has, the personal qualities, and the ability at such a young age to be a culture setter. And we've been fortunate with the Eagles to have our best players and our leaders be culture setters. We have several on the team right now. It's why we've been to 2 Super Bowls recently. It's when you have your best players be the culture setters, it's a great formula for success. And there's no question in my mind or anyone's mind in this building that Jalen is a culture setter. And when you have your quarterback be a culture setter, at that age, it's remarkable. I think that we've always looked, we have the draft coming up this week. You always look at talent. You look at what's in the body. You look at what's able to be the ceiling, the floor, and all that. But sometimes people don't concentrate on, when you have the talent, what's the odds of that person really maximizing every ounce of their talent today and in the future? And that was, really an evaluation of Jalen that superseded a lot of probably general consensus at the time. And we were awfully lucky to be able to, work with Jalen for the last 3 years. It was 3 years today when we selected him in the second round. And so I just want to, say that owning the team for all these years, it's very special to have a young player have the qualities of Jalen. Today's his day, but I could tell you this any day. If you've talked to me about this, I could have told you the last few years. To be able to have the dynamic playmaking ability and the maturity and the passion for his craft at age 24, pretty remarkable, and that's why we're sitting here today. So I just want to be able to say that I personally as he knows, we FaceTimed the other day. Very proud of this young man, and he's going to lead the way for many, many years to come in Philadelphia and for the Eagles, and I couldn't be happier. None of us could be any happier. So with that being said, I think Howie said it the other day, this is the beginning. This is not towards the end. This is the beginning of a career arc for a remarkable person and a remarkable player. And the future, we don't even know. The ceiling, there is no ceiling. It's all there. If we continue to surround Jalen, the culture is set. He sets the culture as well. Great coaching, superb general manager. It's all there for the taking. And so with a little bit of luck, we'll have a lot of these get-togethers and, talk about how exciting it all is. And so with that, I'd like to welcome Jalen Hurts and congratulate him as well.
Good afternoon, good morning. First and foremost, I want to thank God for everything. His grace, His faithfulness, His favor in my life. He is deserving of every ounce of glory. I want to thank the Eagles organization and really thank them for this opportunity, not only to lead this team, but to lead this city. And Philadelphia is a very special place and a place that I want to be for a very long time. I want to thank Mr. Lurie, Howie, and Julian. 3 years ago today, shocking the world and taking a kid from Oklahoma. I know a lot of people didn't understand at the time, but it happens. My coaches, Brian, Alex, Tanny, Coach Nick Sirianni, Coach Shane Steichen, my teammates for the support, the commitment, and what we do every day, the grind we put in every day, the belief not only in myself, not only in me, but in themselves. We dedicate so much to this, and we all invest so much into just trying to be the best that we can be at this craft, in this craft. So I want to thank everybody for that, and thank everybody for buying into the culture that we've set here, and the enthusiasm we have here right now. I want to thank my family, my mother, for always supporting me, always loving me, always telling me her opinion, and always having my back. My brother, for having an older brother, you have a great example in front of you, and I think for me in my situation, he's a guy that I've always looked up to, and I know he enjoys these moments through me, as we've always dreamed of being the best that we can be at whatever it is that we've aspired to do. And without him, I wouldn't be where I am today. I'm just having that example, having that support. I thank him dearly. My little sister was about to graduate high school in a couple weeks, going to prom in a couple weeks too. I thank her for just being her. I thank her for sacrificing her birthdays to make the trips to Alabama and Oklahoma and support me. I thank her for showing the love that she's shown, and being who she is to my father. I know I wouldn't be here without him. The the path that just the whole thing. Being the coach's kid, him being hard on me and pushing me, being who he was. I'm thankful for the man that I have, and I'm thankful to call him my father and my coach. To Bree, thank you for your support throughout the years. I love and appreciate that, and I appreciate you. I think about these moments, and I think about these times, and you say it's an exciting moment. It's an exciting moment. This moment right here. But I think I've set the precedent for what it is that I desire, and I think for me, it's so hard because my mind's everywhere, and I just really can't help but keep the main thing, and what I set out to do, and what this organization has set out to do. And the only thing that I've ever wanted to do is be the best version of myself. And that hasn't changed. That won't change. And I am fortunate to have a great opportunity to do it in a special place. And in the future, I just strive to continue to grow, strive to continue to lead, strive to continue to be the best version of myself I can be, and learn along the way. I play this game because I love the game. Not for any reason, not for any other reason than that. I truly love the game, and I hate to lose. And this being a team sport, you get a certain type of thrill and gratification from doing that with someone else, from putting that work in with someone else, from everybody committing to one common goal and trying to achieve that goal in the end. I think that's what's made us so special, and I think that's what's kind of evolved in my 3 years of being here. And I think that's the precedent that we want to set for the future in terms of what we want to achieve. And this isn't it's not a moment where I can reflect because the journey's not over. It's really hard for me to do that, but I know I've walked through the fire time and time again, and in the end, it's always made me stronger. And the only thing that I've wanted to do, I've just been on this constant quest of trying to be the best player I can be, with no limits. Just trying to be the best version of myself, the best player and leader and man I can be. And that will never change. So I think the hard work continues, and the fire continues to burn. Questions?
Jalen, you mentioned that you had to lead not just the franchise but the city. Getting here 3 years ago and the relationship you've built with the city, how much does that mean to you?
Well, it means a lot. It means a lot. It means everything. And I think we 3 years ago today, Mr. Lurie and Howard had the courage to draft me when no one really understood why. No one knew why. And I think just to have the opportunity to grow and to, grow into a man, I've grown to the young man that I am today. I couldn't do it in another place. And I couldn't imagine this being another way. So it's a hell of an opportunity for us all.
Jalen, signing this contract, being solidified as kind of the centerpiece of the franchise, coming off a Super Bowl mark, there are going to be opportunities off the field for you now that may not have been there before. How do you balance picking those and deciding what you want to do, if anything, against what you just described as wanting to be the best player, best version of yourself?
The main thing, keep the main thing the main thing. I think the main thing for me has always been, since I was in high school, was to be the best player I can be. I love the game. I love the grind. I love the hustle that it takes. And the hard work continues. The hard work continues. Everything continues. You know, I wouldn't be where I am today and have these opportunities to lead this city without this game. So I'm going to put everything into it, as I've always done, and just stay on that quest to lead and be the best that I can be with it.
Yeah, we've seen other quarterbacks take fully guaranteed contracts, shorter lengths. Why were you willing to take a longer contract that wasn't fully guaranteed?
Well, obviously, I think you look at all the great teams around there, and I won't get too much into detail, but you look at all the great teams and great players. It takes a village. It takes a village. And, you know, I know that last year, I mean, in my first 3 years, but just playing around the different guys that I've been able to play around, we got something special going on. And, you know, we all want to do it for a long time. So that was important to me to take that approach with it.
Jalen, you've talked in the past about empowering women in sports, and you hired Nicole. What does it mean for you to get this deal done with her in such an historic fashion?
It means the world. It means the world. Not only to set a precedent for what could be done, but to acknowledge that women can do it too. And she pretty lit for doing that. You know what I mean? She that's the word these days, lit. She did a great job with it. I'm appreciative of her. And you know, I hopefully she's setting a precedent and she's empowering people to do it in the future. You know, I don't put a sex on that. I don't put a race on that. I don't put anything. If you're a grinder, let's grind. Let's work. You know, let's do it.
Jalen, you said at the Super Bowl you had a purpose before anybody had an opinion. Now you're the highest paid player in the league. I mean, how satisfying is that for you?
Yeah, I think money is nice. Championships are better.
That contract, Jalen, includes the only no-trade clause in the franchise's history. Why was that important to have in there for you?
Yeah, it was. That's a Nicole question. That's a Nicole question. I think the beautiful thing about the process was, I think the organization knows how I am and my character of it, and you know, I did what I love most throughout the whole entire process, and that was work. I was working, and that's what's most important to me. I had good faith that everything would get done in time, and you know, I never worried about anything. Just kind of let them do their job.
The hours leading into the contract being finalized last week, can you kind of walk us through what were you doing when you got the call? I guess, like, how aware were you that the deal was supposed to getting done?
Yeah, I was out west working out. They let me know. I had my FaceTime calls with my coaches and Mr. Lurie, Howie. And I went back to work. I mean, I didn't really have anything crazy going on. Just doing what I always do.
I know you said it's hard to reflect for you, but I imagine when it happened, you heard from a bunch of teammates and you know, former teammates. Does that, you know, reach you at all? And is there anybody you heard from who was surprising, I guess?
Yeah, I'm very appreciative. You know, I'm very appreciative of the support and, you know, people taking notice. You know, I know you don't come this far and have these opportunities without work, without investing into yourself, without investing into your future. And purely putting the work in. So I'm thankful for that, but I'm also proud that I was able to see a lot of things through. And I know, this is just a part of the journey, and that's my whole entire point. One day, God willing, I know there are a lot of things that I really don't speak on, but one day I'll talk about it. One day, we can set it up, and when it's all said and done, we can talk about a lot of things. Today ain't that day, and I think as for now, it's just the approach of just embracing what's coming on the journey, and knowing that there is no arrival. There is no point where I will arrive. This is not an arrival point. This is just a stop in the journey. This is just a point in the journey, and the journey continues. And for us, what we want to accomplish as a team, we just want to continue to grow. As an individual, as individuals on the team, we want to continue to grow. So we are stronger together when we fly together. I have mixed emotions right now. I have mixed emotions. I'm grateful. I am thankful, but ain't no buts. But I'm just so hungry. And as I said, the hard work continues, and the fire continues to burn. Time and time again, I've like many individuals on this team. You go through stuff and you experience stuff, and that teaches you. That builds character in you, propels you forward. And I think for just as the many trials that I've had to go through, it's propelled me forward. I think it'll do the same for this team.
Jalen, you had with this great contract, you also have teammates, some of them starters, who don't have that kind of contract. Have you thought about their feelings and how some feeling may surface as the season goes on, that there is that kind of an imbalance there?
As far as what?
Contracts.
Man, I want to win. I don't just want to win. I kind of awkward sitting here talking about that anyways, talking about money and all that. Like, I'm an old Southern boy. I love football. This is my life. I've invested everything into this game since day one, being a coach's kid and all those things. So I know this is a building full of hungry individuals that are willing to do everything needed to be done to win, and I'm grateful to lead that pack.
In the building today, I'm sure it was the first time you've seen some of the teammates, coaches, staffers for a long time. What was the reaction from them when they first saw you today?
Yeah, they said I had a nice suit. Nah, man, everyone's excited. Everyone's excited, and I'm appreciative of my teammates. First and foremost, I haven't seen them in a minute. Just everybody kind of been doing their own thing. But this is an exciting time. It's a very exciting time for us all to be together. I can't wait to get back with those guys and get to work and get to meeting with the coaches and talking ball. But that's where I get the thrill from. That's where I get the thrill from.
When you could coin the term, it's Philly thing. You have a no-trade clause, so you've obviously chosen that you want to be here. What is it about Philadelphia that you get that maybe other guys don't?
What makes this place special?
Yeah.
The fans, the culture, the enthusiasm, the passion and the love for the game. And I'll never forget talking to Howie one day. He was telling me how, just wait till we get rolling. You're gonna see how this stuff really is around here, and that's something that I saw firsthand. Early in my career, I wouldn't call myself naive. I'm saying early in my career, I'm 24, going into year 4, but when I first got here, everybody kind of treats me like a journeyman, and I've experienced a lot, whatever. But playing at Alabama, playing at Oklahoma, those are two very special places. But Philly, it's a Philly thing. I mean, it's different. It's different, and for professional sports, to see them out there tailgating, the enthusiasm they have, everything, I can't really go nowhere around here, but that's the sacrifice we make. That's the sacrifice we make because I love this place. I love this place. I love the fans. I love the culture that we have here, and I love everything about it. And as we all should be, I'm excited for what's to come.